Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we're playing Mask, and this game is from the Cover to Cover charity tournament that happened over the weekend. For those that don't know, Horsethief and Yukmouth host Cover to Cover. I believe it's every other weekend where they interview different members of the community or host charity tournaments that people can play in. So yeah, this is one of those lobbies that I managed to get into. So let's just dive into it. So yeah, we started off a little bit late, as you probably noticed. I forgot to hit record for about a minute there. But yeah, we start off strong. We're at 40 health going into 3.0. We got a pair of Mims locked in the shop here to finish our triple. We're going to fire off our first stream, and it's the worst stream I've ever seen in my life. None of these offer anything for us, really. Like we don't have any royals, so Miri is not even tempting. Sphinx is pretty abysmal, so we're just gonna go with the and obviously we don't want to be Midas because we want to get treasures. But yeah, we're gonna go with Geppetto for now, just because there's a pretty decent chance that we can find some summons in the next few turns before and actually get some value out of our hero power before we dream out. We do get a black cat in our shop, which is very fortunate, and we're gonna be able to triple our Mim here. Tripling the Mim is a little bit awkward just because our whole front line wants to be supported, but I still think it's definitely the play here. And of these treasures, the spinning wheel is nice. Ring of Regen, we don't really need. We're at 40 HP, so we're gonna go with the skipping stone. We've got this pair, and I feel like it's early enough that we should be able to make it work here. Unfortunately, the rest of the shop, we can't really buy anything. We maybe should have cast a spell there, but we roll and we find another triple. So we got two more black cats in the shop. We kind of half want to not triple the black cat just because it's summons, and I mean, we're Geppetto, so we want to get more summons rather than just combining into one summon. But because we have the skipping stone, we're definitely just gonna fire it off and get the treasure here. Noble Steed would be good for later. Big Book, I'm a big fan of just for the utility, but the spinning gold is going to give us a lot, or give us a higher chance of actually being able to get more treasures and get this skipping stone finished in a timely manner. All right, and here we come up against Zippy, and they have a ton of stats over there. They have a lot more than we can handle, and we take a ton of golden damage there. So yeah, we take 13, which like we were feeling pretty healthy, but we were down to characters, so hopefully we can make the stats up relatively quickly here. But the fact that we've only got one level 3 character from level 3, we spent a little bit too much time tripling our 2s. Means we are gonna have to play some catch up here. Alright, we took the copycat just because I think it's pretty good in front of the mummy. It kind of acts like a second mummy. And there's a potential that we can, like, if we stay as Geppetto, then which I mean, I think we're actually going to dream out this turn, because I mean we've only got the one summon, and yeah, not finding any other summons in a timely manner means I kind of just want to get out of it and see what we can turn into. I wouldn't have minded Morgan there for sure, but Celestial Tiger is a good one. That's going to double the value that we get from our spinning gold, and if we can get this skips puzzle rune, or skipping stone, sorry, off, then that's going to be huge. Unfortunately, again, we take a ton of damage from a very strong Fates player who has a ton of stats and golden units, so within 2 fights we go from 40 to 15, which is really bad. But then we get this fantastic shop, which is going to give us 3 triples, so we're definitely going to get our skipping stone finished this turn, as well as some higher level treasures. And our level 3 treasure is a treasure map, which is fantastic. We're just going to take a cat and try and keep our health total high, but we just gained 4 experience and 4 health from the skipping stone, so we're actually we went from kind of panicking to being in a pretty good spot now. So we're going to get a level 7 treasure next turn, and we're going to be on level 6, which is yeah, 4 experience ahead. And we do lose this fight again, unfortunately. We don't take a ton of golden damage, at least this time. But yeah, we're gonna triple our copycat, and now it's between Holy Grail and World Tree. Round Table is not something I'm interested in, because we're such low health. I'm gonna go with the Holy Grail. I like World Tree. World Tree I feel like has a higher ceiling in general, but we don't have the time to really build a World Tree board. Even though we are on 6 now, we still need multiple turns to find the relevant pieces. Whereas with Holy Grail, as long as we can survive, as long as we don't take 13, it's only 5.0 right now, so we shouldn't take 13, even if we lose. But yeah, we just have to survive one turn, and then Holy Grail will make it so that we don't really have to worry about losing fights in the near future. So definitely the safer pick, but yeah, we'll see how this next combat goes. All right, we get to attack. They have a Medusa over there, which is pretty concerning. If they'd stopped our copycat, then we'd probably be taking a ton of damage. But as it stands right now, we our mummy damage going over on the left there was the difference between between tying and losing there. So we do drop to 7, but now we've got our Holy Grail turn. So well, when you don't really have direction, like trees is just like the obvious thing to do with Holy Grail. So that's what we're gonna be looking to pick up. I started picking up just like random 6s at first, just to see if some other direction materialized, but it did not. All right, we get the triple on our Doom Breath here. So we're going to take an Ivory Owl. We're going to have to win several combats, so Ivory Owl is a very good pickup for us, because it's going to provide a lot of stats over the course of the next however many fights it takes to get to the end of the game. All right, we took a pumpkin as well. It kind of fits on the board, and we're not finding a ton of relevant trees anyways. Running out of time now. Unfortunately, we missed a knighthood there, which we could have really used, but we do get this dream off at the very last second. If we didn't just Holy Grail, Apocalypse would be fantastic at this point in the game, but with none of these really providing any value, we're just going to skip, and we're going to continue getting 2 gold a turn from our spinning gold with Tiger. We TLK the Golden Doom Breath into a Bearstein. Obviously Bearstein's not very useful, but in the future, if we can find a shard, then sharding a Bearstein gives us a pretty decent chance at hitting a tree. It's a 2 out of 5 to hit either Burnbeard or Ashwood, so I don't mind keeping a Golden Good character, Golden Good level 6 character around for that purpose. And because we're such low health, Pandora's Box is very tempting, because I mean, of course, Round Table would be absolutely absurd, World Tree would be fantastic for us. But the fact that we just like need to make sure we don't die, even though we are very strong, I'm still going to play it cautiously and take the Phoenix Feather. Here we see just how far ahead of the lobby we are. This is the Zippy player that we played that was very, very strong, and our board is a little bit overwhelming for them. We're going to fire off this Evil Twin, which I'm not entirely sure is 100% correct, because having 2 ranged trees is good. But the fact that we have a shot at Ambrosia or a Hand of Midas, and we do pick up the Ambrosia, meant it had higher value to me. Or the level 5 treasure was valuable enough to me anyways that I thought it was worth it. Yeah, just being able to add another golden 6 to our board here, I felt was just good enough to do it. All right, and we locked the knighthood. All right, we get a level 6 treasure out of Herc. And I think we're just going to go with the box this turn. I feel like we've got enough stats that I think that we can afford to. Spear would be the safer pick, but I don't think that those stats really are going to make that much of a difference. Like if our opponent is strong enough to beat us at this point, then I don't think a spear is going to make up that difference often. But also that might not necessarily be true. Like taking box might just be a mistake as well. All right, there's a Medusa, which takes out one of our front line. Fortunately, we don't attack into the apple tree at all. Pop their pumpkin, and the rest of their summons don't look particularly scary. So we're gonna take this one. And we get a Black Prism, which is actually the worst possible thing that we could get here. I mean, Mirror Mirror would be pretty useful. You're useless as well, but the fact that we have Black Prism means that now we can no longer shard our Bearstein into a level 6 evil character, because it would shard our whole board. And there's that shard that I was talking about. So it just makes things a little bit awkward. I wanted to lock the Pigomorph, but I figure with 4 rolls left against the Ghost, like I can think it's fine to just roll. Like, I don't think we need the Pigomorphs to win or anything. So I figure seeing if we can lock some relevant unit like the Ashwood we just did is was going to be better. And again, the Ghost doesn't provide too much resistance for us, which we didn't think it would. Maybe we get a couple attack onto our Echo Wood there because of that Chupacabra spawn, so that's something. And yeah, we're gonna fire off another Dream. This will be our 4th one this game. Okay, these are a lot better than our previous selections. There's an argument for Horde Dragon, even though I'm pretty sure the game ends next turn. Grandmother would give us a decent stat boost, but we're gonna go with Midas. It's just gonna combine our Burnbeard, which is gonna provide a lot of stats onto the one unit. And this opponent is Slays, so I was kind of hoping the Burnbeard would be big enough to just kind of absorb some Slays and deny them some scaling, but they do get their Slays. And their Yorm is very, very large, but it's not quite large enough to, or it's large enough to take out one of our Echo Woods, but when Phoenix Feather respawns that Echo Wood, it's just a little bit too much for them to handle. And there we go. Turns out that Holy Grail on 5.0, while we're at level 6, is strong enough to win the lobby. And yeah, so with that win, we get a $50 donation by Good Luck Games to Clean Air Task Force, and get a spot in an upcoming December tournament, where winners of lobbies from these charity tournaments are all going to be invited back to play for an even bigger donation to charity, and potentially some other prize that hasn't been disclosed yet. But yeah, so yeah, this is a fun event. It's always I try to tune in and watch whenever I can. This is the first lobby I've actually been able to get in. The last time they did this, I did put my name into the draw to play, but never got picked. So finally getting into one was really cool, and being able to win the lobby was really nice as well. So but yeah, you should definitely go and check out Cover to Cover. I'll link, or it takes place on the main Storybook Brawl Twitch channel, so which I'll link to in the description. And yeah, it's put on by Horsethief and Yukmouth, two excellent Storybook Brawl streamers. You can find them usually during the week, during the morning and mid-afternoon Pacific Standard Time hours anyways. And yeah, I would definitely recommend checking them out. They're some of my favorite streamers to watch. And again, yeah. And they put on a great show, so yeah, that link will be in the description. And I will see if I can get a link to the Discord for Cover to Cover as well, so you can participate for yourself next time if you're interested in that. But yeah, if you found this entertaining or educational in any way, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. You can follow my Twitch, which is over on, or which is in the description and will be in the pinned comment as well. And you can catch some of my games live. Yeah, and I would love to see you over there. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I'll see you tomorrow.